Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna show you the last pieces of gear that I'm carrying in my leaf kit that I use in the spring and the summer right now. It's Friday, I just got back from work, and as always, once, twice a week I like to go on these small micro adventures to let out some steam and just enjoying my time out here in nature. Let me just show you the last pieces of equipment so you can see the full setup that I'm rocking right now. First up in my main compartment, I just have a pair of mechanics gloves. These are great for colder nights or handling hot cookware, so these are great to have. And then I have a small sitting pad. This is from the brand Asavic. Lightweight and inexpensive folding sitting pad. It's quite nice if the ground is damp, wet or moist. And you can just make a small barrier between you and the ground. In this small compartment I have a very small and very basic first aid kit. I have some sports tape. This is very nice for small injuries if you cut yourself, just to secure until you get home. The second piece is just some painkillers. I have a bad back and knees too, but also if I get a headache, then these are nice to have. And lastly, this is probably what I use the most. This is just some small bandage in different sizes. And then I have these stero strips. These are really great if you have cuts in your fingers or wherever, to close or seal the wound. And then you put a piece of this over to close the wound, and this will help stop the bleeding. And then you can take your sports tape and just wrap it around. And that's a pretty neat little first aid kit. A real simple first aid kit, but takes care of a lot of minor injuries. So I usually always have this with me. My knees are not getting younger, that's for sure. So this is just some cordage wrapped around this poncho. So this serves two purposes. I can use it as a poncho or a rain jacket, but this is actually also usable as a tarp. So if I pull these together, then I could also put up a string of paracord or find a tree that I could use for a temporary shelter if it really starts pouring down. I always bring 50 feet of paracord. Yeah, you never know when you're gonna need some cordage for various reasons. And lastly, my fire kit. I always bring some sort of combusting kit or just a lighter, but this is a fire kit that I made. This is from a piece of leather with a leather string, and I just filled it with the items that I think comes in handy when I'm out here for a couple of hours or maybe a day or two. So let's check it out. So I just have a few cotton pads. These are great for fire starting, and then I have a striker. If I lost my knife, then I'm still able to strike my ferro rod. I just have a small one. I cut a piece of this to make it more compact. It throws nice sparks and it's lightweight and compact. Then I have a lighter. The easiest way of starting a fire is just bring a lighter. This will run out of fuel, it will break, get wet and stuff like that. And that's why I always bring a few different varieties. Some might say this is a bit old school, but I love having a flint and steel with some char cloth and some cotton to start it up. I don't know if you can see the sparks, but yeah, this works really well. And you can also take some of this and this compartment and you can put it in. You could also take a branch or whatever you have, and then you can make charred material. Just punch a hole in this and put it in the fire. I have videos about that if you want to see it, but yeah, this is the easy way, and this is the fun way, and I have them both. Then I have a few tenders. This is a fire straw. This is just a straw that I filled with flammable glue, and it burns like a candle for a long time. And you can just take it, put it in the ground, start it up, and then it will burn like a torch. These are pretty fun and they work really well. Then I have some birch bark, and for those of you who know a little about tinder and fire starting, birch bark is incredible, and it's free and it's available in nature. So I always pick a few pieces of bark when I come around a birch tree. Lastly, I have a small tinder. I call these Phoenix fireballs. It's essentially just some duct tape wrapped around a piece of cotton that is soaked in Vaseline. And then I just sliced it open, so with gloves or wet fingers it's easy to open it up. Then you just tear it apart, and the cotton is soaked in Vaseline, so it's highly flammable and really easy to ignite. Just take my lighter, and as you can see, it burns. A really neat small tinder for when you're outside and it's wet and moist. Then this will burn for a long time and create a really hot flame. They are also weatherproof, or should I say waterproof, because they are sealed. The cotton is sealed inside of this duct tape, so you can drop this in water and it will still light, and it will still light every time. But guys, that's all I had for you today. 3 episodes of my leaf kit, spring and summer edition. I've shown you what cutting tools I use, I've shown you my cooking kit, and then I showed you my accessories. And that's it. I'll be typing down the gear in the description so you can see any specifics if you want to look into the gear yourself. But this is what I use right now. But as you know, I put gear and items through my leaf test score, and every item is competing or battling with the gear in this bag. So some of it hopefully will be replaced in the near future, but for now this is what I'm rocking. In the next episode I'm going to be testing out this knife. This is a knife that I bought secondhand, and I think it looks really awesome. But I'll be testing this and seeing if this will earn a place in my leaf kit. I'm Mads, this is Leaf Outdoors. I hope you have a great day. Packed, used, proven. Leaf Outdoors, signing out. I'll see you guys. If you enjoy honest outdoor gear reviews, practical outdoor skills and real adventures, I'd love to have you along for the journey. Subscribe and I'll see you on the next adventure. This is Leaf Outdoors, signing out.